For competitive Fortnite, you need to have the highest FPS, lowest input lag, and the best visibility. This video will cover all that so you can have the best comp settings in Fortnite. First, we'll talk about the in-game settings and move on to some other optimizations. So step 1 is to turn down our settings and graphics to maximize our FPS and visibility. But before we enable performance mode, if you have this option to enable NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency, I like having this on plus boost. And once you've enabled that, feel free to enable performance mode and restart your game. Now once performance mode is turned on, set your view distance to epic and meshes to low. Textures could be anywhere from low to high, but lower means more FPS. I like to have it set to medium. Now moving on to sound settings. Make sure you have the sound quality on high and enable 3D headphones so you can tell where players are coming from with better accuracy. Even better is having visualize sound effects turned on. Now let's move on to some Windows optimizations. Next thing you can try is changing up some Windows settings to optimize the game. Make sure game bar is turned off. It's completely useless and a huge waste of your PC's resources. Same thing goes for game captures if you have that turned on. You can have game mode turned on, because having background processes turned off will only free up your PC for your game. Next, go into this graphics tab. And here, let's add Fortnite into this list if it isn't there already. First locate where your Fortnite game is installed. Then navigate through it like I do here until you find this Fortnite Client EXE. Double-click on it to add it, and then click on Options and select High Performance. This basically guarantees your GPU will be prioritized and used when running the game. I'm also sure most of you would have Discord running in the background or on another screen. Something you can try is turning off hardware acceleration in Discord and even in any other programs that you might have running in the background like your browser or Spotify. Now one more step you can take is going into Epic Games and into Fortnite's installation options. Here you can choose to pre-download streamed assets. This will reduce the load on your bandwidth and needing to stream anything. Also make sure your high-resolution textures are turned off, since it could be taxing on your GPU and dropping frames. Now there's one more important optimization to make. Click on the 3 dots next to Fortnite and click on Manage, and then click on this button to open up your Fortnite game folder, and navigate through it till you find this EXE that ends with shipping. Go into its properties, and then click on the Compatibility tab. Enable compatibility mode and set it to Windows 8. Also turn on Disable Full Screen Optimizations. Now click on Apply and OK. At this point, if you're still facing FPS drops or stutters, these next 2 steps might help you, but I only recommend doing this if you really need to. To start with, press the Windows key plus R to bring up this search box, and then type in %local app data %, then press enter. Now scroll down until you find Fortnite game. This folder is basically Fortnite's cache folder, and in my case, I have 1.7 gigs of pretty much useless data. Go ahead and delete it. If you don't feel comfortable deleting this, you could also just rename the folder, so you could revert it back if you want to. The next thing you could try is deleting the NVIDIA shader cache. And this is something recommended by Epic themselves if you find you're not getting the maximum performance out of DirectX 12. Now do the same thing as before to get into your app data folder, but this time navigate back and into the local low folder. Here you'll find a folder called NVIDIA. Keep navigating inside it till you end up here. Now go ahead and select and delete all these files. As you can see, I had almost 4 gigs of cache data here. And if you get this pop-up mentioning, a file is in use, just allow it to skip over those files.